which is right. That's the character they wanted y'all to see, to hide the real character that he played, which is a snake. So no, he never was a friend. This dude was a dangerous, bad influencer. Wow, that's a nice curtain right there. The first sign is you showing that you don't have no respect for your friend property. Just messing up his curtain and you laughing about it. Bro, look, he's laughing, bro. What kind of friend is this? He's laughing. It's not the only time he messed up his property. He did something else. Bro, this dude don't got no respect for this man's belongings. He's sitting there rubbing his dirty shoes out in the sheets where this man gotta lay his head at. Bro, this dude is out of pocket for what he did to this dude bed. You know why he ain't at work, cause you got him fired. Yeah, that's right, he got him fired. Oh, you didn't know, Craig? Your homeboy behind you got you fired. He a snake. How else he was gonna get you to smoke that poison he was about to lace up for you and to get you shot up by the person he's selling the stuff for? Ezell is the one who stole the boxes. Who you think told Ezell to steal them boxes? Who you think Ezell is closest to on this movie? Why else you think he buying beers and stuff for him? He wouldn't even buy that for Craig. Remember, Craig asked for $2.
Man, you owe me $2.
Craig had to demand his $2 back. In the meanwhile, this dude over here is getting free drinks.
Man, you owe me $2.
His partner, the snake. He even got the man washing his car. See how close they is?
Hey, you better not tell nobody, man.
Y'all heard what he said? He said, you better not tell nobody. Like he told him, you better not tell nobody I paid you to steal them boxes to get Craig fired as well. Bro, Smokey is doing a number 2 outside, and this man is willing to clean it all up for him. Ain't that much love in the world. But it's that much love in the world for them two, because that's how connected and close they are. See, the whole plot is to get Craig out the way so he can get with his sister. He into his sister. Now, if this supposed to be his friend, y'all know sisters are off limit, but yet, look how he's looking at her. What's up with me and you? Trying to get with your partner's sister behind his back? You wait till you go in the house to throw that line at him. So this is the whole play, to get Craig fired so he can get him to smoke that poison that he gave him. Yeah, poison. Notice how he looking at him. Notice how he look. He ain't high or nothing. He gave this man poison, bro.
Craig! Craig! Oh, man, Craig. Am I tripping?
Nah, you ain't tripping. Your homie out there lace you up with something to make you look crazy in front of old girl.
Craig. Are you high?
Huh?
Are you high?
Oh,
See, she already getting turned off because she probably ain't into that. But your boy Smokey knew that already. That's why he set him up like that. And then he said this.
oh, my homie wanna hook up with you. Oh, Craig.
See, he did that just to see how she feel about him at that moment, because he the one who laced him up with this poison, and she know that he been acting kind of funny, so he wanted to see what she was gonna say. Snake. Dude don't got no respect for the property. So then he goes to the guy who he's doing business for, just to let him know he wasn't the only one messing with his stuff. His so-called friend was too, just to throw him in the boat. Another way to try to get rid of him. She asks where Craig at. Craig is in the house with another female. Now, if this dude's supposed to be his friend, why would he say this?
Oh, he in the house.
Oh, he in the house. Bro, what kind of friend would tell on his own homeboy? This dude is a snake, bro.
Debo doing it.
Once he found out that Debo was in that house with Felicia, he thought it would be a good idea to sneak in the house and go in his pockets and act like he about to steal the money just so Debo can hit her in the face like he knew he would.
Look at your face. Look at your face.
See, Smokey knew that she would confront Debo and Debo would hit her that would make Craig mad.
Trip.
See, this is the setup. This is what Smokey started. All this is because of him. This is a part of the plot. But he didn't know he was going to shoot him or not. That's why he looking the way he looking. This was planned for him to get shanked. He was supposed to get shanked. Y'all see that? Homie had a shank in his hand the whole time. He was gonna get him. But look who he gave the knife to. Ezell. Who is Ezell connected to? Smokey. Who is Smokey connected to? Smokey was connected to Debo. Debo was connected to Smokey. They was already hanging out before all this stuff happened.
Jump.
Yeah, I heard what he said. He said, let's jump him. But when Debo and Craig was fighting, you was just standing there like a scared chicken. So at the end, he told the dude who he was working for, I don't appreciate you shooting at me and his friend, his homie. And he said he had to warn him too many times about the money. But later on, he said, I'm through with this. I'm going to rehab. I'm done with this game. I got your money. All that, right? But then he said, I was just playing. But what was he playing about? Because we already know he ain't going to rehab. So I'll tell you what he was just playing about. He was just playing for him feeling sorry for them shooting at his homeboy. Because that's what he said.
To shoot at me in my home.
So he wasn't saying he was just playing because he wasn't going to rehab. He was saying he playing because he didn't feel sincere about them shooting at his homie. That's what he wanted them to do.
And you know this, man.
Y'all thought he was real funny, right?
I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ra, Kwakadash, and double honors to the elders that rule well, and salutation to the elders and apostles and the brothers that live in the truth, doing the work diligently day and night, night and day, and to you sincere sisters who is loving Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, loving yourself, respecting yourself, loving your husband, respecting your husband, loving your children, taking care of the home, doing honorable things, and staying positive, right? So we seen a little clip. It's this guy. He do his own take on movies, and he kind of put it in a spiritual perspective. This brother, he said he's an Israelite. He know he's an Israelite, and he know the truth, whatever. But he take the movie and put it in his own spin. Sometimes the viewers look at the video and say that he's kind of reaching out too far, but then again he's not, because it's showing you the actual plot of who people really are and how they behave and how they act towards you. Sometimes they could be in your face and do all these criminalized things just to get rid of you, man. And I think the real reason why, when you look at hindsight, I really think that Smokey, he was a neighborhood demon, you know what I'm saying? And the name Smokey is not because he smoked. They call him Smokey because he got so many smoke screens and tricks and wizardry going on that if you don't see what's going on, he will get you killed, man. You know, you got people like this, man, that surround us, man. And we don't even know, man, these same people, they will backstab you in the back. Then the OJs made a song. The OJs, an old group, R&B group, Judite Brothers. They're from Ohio, I think Cleveland, Ohio. And they made a song called Backstabbers. And that's a great song, man. And the song is basically telling you people will backstab you and smile in your face, man. Your enemy is in the midst of your confines. People is not really your friends. Because if you have true friends, right, your true friend will tell you and warn you the things to come. Or they will say, yo, man, don't be around that type of person. And then you have simple-minded people thinking that those same people that's telling them what's right, they will be like, oh, you hating. Oh, you ain't my friend. Oh, then fine, then be stupid and lose your life and die. You know, because a true friend don't want to see you lose your life. A true friend care about you. A true friend want to see you do well. You know? But then when you got shit like this, you know, it's difficult, man. It's really difficult, man. You know? It's really difficult. Hold on, guys. It's really difficult to really put yourself in a situation to believe an enemy is your friend. You know, they're called frenemies. They're your friend one minute and then they're doing something evil, conniving behind your back. You know, you can't trust people, man. People will show you who they are every time. And if you don't notice, man, you know, you will lose your life. You know, there's many times where people could have survived and not lose their life over senseless acts based on somebody else's belief. You trust them so much, they kill you, man. What did this guy do? He got him fired, right? He disrespected his home, disrespected his father, he disrespected his mother, right? And all the meanwhile, he wanted to kill Craig in the process. He wanted to kill Craig in the process. That's why when you see Big Worm, he should have mentioned this in the head. Big Worm knew this guy was full of shit. And Big Worm told him, he said, yo, man, stop fucking playing with me, man. I'm going to kill you and that motherfucker. He said, you're playing with my emotions, right? Because, you know, Smokey got all tricks. He got tricks and he do a lot of things to manipulate you. And look, you didn't see him have a father like Craig did. He lived with his mother. He learned the behavior and the manipulation tactics from his mother and dealing with foolish men in the street. That's why this dude is a dangerous guy. You know, and this was a great point of view of him doing this segment. He pointed out that your friends ain't your friends, man. A friend would not want to see you lose your life. A friend would not want to backdoor you. And today, a lot of you YNs, a lot of you young dudes, you backdoor motherfuckers, man. And I get that the YNs, they ain't taking no shit. They going for broke. I get it. I understand. But your energy got to be directed to the right path, man. If you have that same energy to do in righteousness, man, the sky's past the limit for you, man. Yahweh will truly watch over you and bless you, man. But when you doing things on your own evil, on your own accord, you're making things worse. You're not making things better. But that's why most of y'all are the 2/3, man. That's why most of y'all you're gonna lose your life when the Lord judges this place, man, with the intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. All right, the ICBM, okay? And the Lord is coming fiercely, man. He's coming with a vengeance. He's not coming to shake hands and play with y'all and sing Kumbaya. He's coming to destroy this earth and destroy the wickedness that's defiled, man. Anyone that's defiled and love this earth, you're going to die, man, with it, man. You will be unalive, right? But at the end of the day, you have to make a better decision, man. Know who your friends are, man. I got snake. I got snake, man. My people, man. I got snake my people. Not once have I snaked anybody. I ain't never snaked nobody in my life, man. It's not in my caliber, man. That's a coward way to go. You a sucker for that, and you a corny ass dude, and you think people gonna respect that? Nah, niggas ain't respecting that shit. You corny for that. You are corny for that, man. You gonna sit here and try to trying to backdoor someone, you invite them to somewhere, and you got niggas come and kill you. How many times we see this? You got to see and watch people, man. You know? You got to watch people, man. It's best to stay by yourself and get out the way. Don't be around niggas, man. Stay going. Let niggas know, like, damn, what that nigga doing? When you come around or you got no choice but to be in the area, well, if I was that person, I wouldn't even want to even be around that shit no more. But if you do happen to be around there, when niggas see you, let them wonder that, oh damn, yo, what happened to you, man? Yo, what's up? Nah, I'm chilling, man. Just busy. You know, just doing my 1-2, in and out. You gotta be mysterious, man. You know, that's like me growing up in my neighborhood, man. I grew up in Boulevard Projects in East New York, man. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest projects in the East. You understand? And I'm from the block. I'm from the neighborhood. You know, I grew up, play sports, play with dudes. You know, in basketball, football. You know the normal thing that kids do. They grew up. They took the path of the streets. I took the path of going another direction. My Lord has took my spirit and not put me in that mess. And I think Yahweh Shah, you know, Hamashiach Yahweh Shah, man, to get me from that madness, man. You know, even though I had my own dwellings, I did my own things. And I did a lot of things quicker than a lot of those dudes. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was one of the first dudes there. You know, we growing up, my voice changed quicker than theirs. I was growing facial hair quicker than them. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to the ladies more than them. I was doing a lot of things speed time ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? Right? And even though they may have certain things that I may not have, you know what I'm saying? Right? But that was the beauty of it, man. We came together and shared something so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You know, we was as kids, man. Yo, man. Yo, I don't got $5, man, but you got $5. Yo, how much you got, man? I got $1. Yo, I got $2. And we just go to the old Sunny Farm. If anybody from Brooklyn, if you know this, man, we had the old Sunny Farm where you know we'll go there and cop the container juices, and they will sell it for $1. They had the icy, the fruit punch. You know what I mean? We kids, man. We know we doing what kids do. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about East New York. I'm not talking about no other part of Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about East New York. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't know what they did on the side of Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Not at this time. As I got older, I started venturing out. I'm not from Beverly-Stuyvesant. I'm not from Brownsville. I'm not from none of those places. I'm from East New York, born and bred, and that's where I'm from. You understand? So as I'm growing up, you know, dudes starting to feel themselves. They starting to venture out, starting to do what they wanted to do. You know, starting to be something that they're not. You know what I'm saying? And by me seeing this, witnesses, I seen a lot of my so-called friends start to become enemies. My thinking pattern wasn't like this. I just didn't like the way it was going. I just knew in my spirit that it wasn't right. You know, then the gang culture started coming in from Rikers Island. They started to push that blood shit in my neighborhood. You understand? People was getting hurt. People was dying behind it. People was getting they face sliced. People, grandmothers and mothers was losing their life. And then when you try to retaliate and protect your mother, they killed you in the process of trying to protect your mother. You know, this is crazy, man. So I knew that shit was corny. I didn't want no part of it. And I stood out like a sore thumb, you know. And niggas didn't fuck with me. And I went at niggas' head. I know who to do it to, and I know who to get at. And the niggas that I knew, you know, that I ain't supposed to mess with, I got at them. You know what I'm saying? You know? And people ain't your friends, man. I knew a dude from my project. He knew that this girl was she was a little kind of fast girl, but at this time I ain't really knowing and caring, because me and her, we grew up together. Her mother knew my mother, so it was more like a family thing. So I would, you know, usually walk with her, you know, make sure she got home safe. And I see a bunch of dudes in front of the building. and you know, they whispering, laughing, and giggling. But at this time, I ain't with them no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my own thing. And I kind of looked at niggas. I'm like, he said something to the girl. He was like, "Yo, man, you know, she you know, HOE. She you know what I mean? Boom, 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 boom." So at this time, when you young, you ain't got too much experience of women, you know. But I was raised by my mother and father to respect people. But then I had an inclination of that she was, because she was with somebody else from another project that I knew, you know, that lived next to my cousin in the next projects. So I already knew what it was, but I was just walking home because we was going that way anyway. So she didn't mind it. And this type of dude, you know, we never had no issue, but you know, he felt like he could do shit quick and feel like that niggas is pussy or whatever. And I said, yo, I'm looking at this dude, I'm like, yo, y'all niggas ain't no real niggas, man. Y'all niggas just joining up together trying to be hard. So I said, all right. And he was disrespectful because he was mad because he seen me walking with the girl, because he liked the girl and she walked right by him with me and he ain't liking that. All right. So I took her to our crib and he was talking crazy. I went back to my crib. I got me a banger. I came back downstairs. I came through the other side of the projects by the green courts. I ran up to the building. I put the knife in the nigga neck in front of everybody. I put him up on the wall. I had this shit poking through his neck. Blood was coming down. I said, yo, nigga, I will kill you, nigga. I said, I will kill you out this motherfucker. Not because of her, because of the disrespect that you got in your mouth, nigga. They said, yo, damn, Peter. And I wasn't supposed to do that to a person like that, because everybody knew how he give it up. So as soon as I knew that, as soon as I put that shit down, I knew they was going to beat my ass. I started running. I ran, so they were chasing me. Them niggas was chasing me. Jake was chasing me. But they couldn't catch me. So he said, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to fuck you up. And one of my other friends I grew up with, he was with me. He said, yo, get that nigga. You know, but, you know, he always come to my house. My mother used to look over his older sister and brother. You know, he's come to my house. She used to watch them. But, you know, and the other dude, he was with him. So, and me and him always used to fight all the time. But we always had love for each other, like a love-hate relationship. And if he needed something, I was there to give him. He couldn't understand. He said, yo, man, you ain't with us, and you always nice to me. It wasn't that, man. I'm just showing you love. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that your mother raised your older brother and sister, so I ain't gonna treat you like that. So as time went on, you know, he respected that, you know, and he treated me accordingly. I treated him accordingly. Not no funny shit, but he respected. You know, we wasn't tight, but he respected. But guess what? I went to his funeral when he had diabetes bad. The brother had he had diabetes so bad, man. His sugar went up. He went to cardiac arrest and passed away at 36 years old, man. That was like 3 years ago, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, cause he's 39 and I just turned 38. You know what I'm saying? In November, he turned 39 in April. You know what I'm saying? You know, and he was a year older than me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, and it was just crazy, man. And you know, when they finally called up to me, you know what I'm saying, at different times, the other dudes didn't really do nothing. It was the dude that I put the knife to. So me and him started getting it on. You know, by his building. Just me and him. And the other two dudes, I was getting it on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was getting the best of me, you know what I'm saying? But yo, I don't care. I stood my ground. But after that, he respected me. They respected me, man. I didn't do no sucker shit. I stood my ground and we got it on. You know? And it's not about me winning, it's about me not being a coward. But then you gotta be smart, because at this time, this was bad at this time. You know, the rate of the bloods and it was dangerous at this time in the 90s, man. In the mid-90s, it was dangerous, man. In the late 90s, it was dangerous. In the early 2000s, it was dangerous, man. You know? Hold on, guys. So yeah, so when you see these type of things, right? when you see these type of things, man, it's dangerous, man. So, at the end of the day, I just try to move. I try to move accordingly how I'm supposed to move, and you got to be mindful, man. And I knew another dude for my projects. He didn't listen. He got, he lost his life, man, because he wanna bully the same dudes that I had a little issue with, but they didn't really bother me because they knew I was the person in the hood. I was playing ball, playing in the tournaments, and playing for the hood, representing the hood. When it came to that, I wasn't doing no gangster shit, but like them to a degree. But I was doing my own shit where niggas respected me, and I wasn't no coward, so they respected that, And I didn't hate them, and they don't hate me. So when they see me to this day, they speak to me. But there's nothing for us to talk about because they don't know me because we grown now. I don't know what you guys are doing every day. They don't know what I'm doing. So they see me coming through and they say, yo, what up, Ma? Yo, what up? I was like, yo, what's up? And then I keep it moving. I don't hang in the corners with that. I don't got time for that. I'm a grown ass man. I got a family. I got a wife. I got children. Come on, man. My time is valuable. My time is for my kids and time for me to focus on the Most High, man, and His Word. And watch out for the prophecies. I can't be worrying about what dudes ain't doing and they playing around. We getting older, we about to be almost 40 soon. I don't want to be in the streets. This is a young man's game. I don't want to be there in the streets. I don't want to be there. I don't want it. Y'all can have it. That's Satan's word. I don't want it. But you got people like this will hurt you and set you up. And, like I said, it's not an easy thing, man. You know what I mean? So we have a project in East New York Boulevard, Linden Houses. And, when you go on Linden Boulevard, that's why they call it Linden Boulevard. We got Linden Houses and you got Boulevard Project. That's our territory. That's where we from. And Boulevard and Linden is right across the street from each other, but they're all one. They're all together. It's like 60-something buildings, man. You know what I'm saying? We big. We ain't a small group. We just as big as almost as Queensbridge. They just a little bigger. They got more blocks. They got a 6-block radius. We got a 4-block radius. You know what I'm saying? They just got extra buildings. They don't got high rises, but we got high rises. We just as big as them. We not small. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, we got to be careful and mindful who we choose or select around us, man. People think that it's cool to be this and that. No, be yourself, man. If you're doing the right thing, you're doing something constructive, positive, you're working, you're going to school, do that, man. You don't have to be in that lifestyle, man. And women love those type of dudes, man. And when you see guys like Smokey, these dudes be lining you up and getting you killed, and you don't know the reason why you got killed, and they going about their life. But guess what? But this is what they don't know. The Lord come and judge them. They don't think they're gonna get judged, but the Lord come and judge them. I see people lose their life over dice games. People lose their life because they want to be a gangster. People lose their life because they're not respecting the hood. They're not respecting people. You have to respect people, man. Even though sometimes evil is doing what it does, but you going in, you tapping and just to fuck with it, and you're bothering it, and you trying to disrespect it, you're gonna get disrespected. Evil don't got no respect for you. But at least with this, they can say, all right, we'll fall back for a minute. But just remember, man, we on your ass. That's the things that we go through. I want to get a couple scriptures before I close it out. I want to go to the Apocrypha, right? Envy friends. I think it's. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a second, y'all. Let me find this. All right, guys, I found it. It's in the Book of Sirach. It's the sixth chapter, and the 19th verse, I believe. No, the 9th verse. Yeah, 9th verse. Let me start here. All right here. You know what? Let me start here. It's it says Ecclesiastes this chapter 6 verse 6. It says, instead of a friend become not an enemy, for thereby thou shalt inherit an ill name, shame and reproach. Even so shall a sinner that have a double tongue. So that's what I was telling you. You got to be careful what you do and how you speak and how you treat others, man, because a friend won't do no such a thing. And if you're becoming evil, man, you got to be very careful, man, out here, man. And everybody ain't your friends, man. Everybody ain't your friends. Verse 2, it says, extol not thyself in thy counsel of thine own heart, that thy soul be not torn into pieces as a bull strained along. So don't take things on your own accord. Give it to the Lord. Let the Lord help you and deal with your situation. Verse 3, thou shalt eat up thy leaves and lose thy fruit and leave thyself as a dry tree. So don't put yourself out there to get caught out, vulnerable, man. Let the Lord guide you and let the Lord bless you, man. But stay in the way. Let the Lord take care of it, man. They said the Lord take care of fools and babies, right? Okay. Verse 4, a wicked soul shall destroy him that have it, and shall make him to be laughed to scorn of his enemies. Right. You know what I'm saying? So let the wicked get judged, and let the Lord make him be a laughing stock. And while you look back and hear things, let his calamities fall upon his own head, and let his friends laugh at him. Verse 6, be in peace with many, nevertheless have but one counsel of 1,000. Right. Don't go to many people don't go to many people with advice. Everybody can't be trusted. Go to a person that's trustworthy, that's going to give you the best output, man. Right. Verse 7, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. Say, yo, man, yo, this is my man. Yo, this is my man. Everybody ain't your man. You got to evaluate people. People got to earn their trust. Everybody, don't be quick to say because you had a few conversations. Right. Verse 8, for some man is a friend for his own occasion and will not abide in the day of trouble. So some men only befriend you because you got something, or they have an agenda because they trying to get something from you. And when the day of affliction come upon you because of the bullshit that a type of smoky nigga doing to you, guess what's gonna happen? When the day of trouble come, you know where to be found. And the trouble is there, he ain't gonna help you. Cause look at Craig. When Debo came, Smokey ain't do nothing, took all that shit. He stayed right in the back, right? So there you go. Verse 9, and there's a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover that approach. So people will show their true color, and it will be shown. People will show you who they really feel about you. Okay, they will become your enemy, man. Okay, and don't tell them everything you do, because people are fucking envious and jealous. So I don't have people around me. I don't want niggas know my business. I got one true friend that I talk to, and I leave it like that, man. Shit, you got even brothers in the truth that be hating on you on the low. So you gotta be very careful, man. You gotta be very careful. So I hope this video edifying. Shalom.